Guys, gals, and guests, welcome to another evening with your girl. Welcome to Wine With Me Wednesdays, honey. Un momento. Un momento. I'm preparing the billet because un momento. Por favor. Gracias. Bitch, I've been learning Espanol, honey. These days, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to need an Espanol these days. Hey, y'all. See, we got a couple people in. Baby, I got a show for y'all tonight. Baby, I got some tea for y'all tonight. Bitch, share the motherfucking live. Share the live. We need at least 40 people in here for this tea tonight, honey. Even if a bitch don't fuck with me, share the live, honey. Give them the option. Give them the option to come through tonight. Yes, indeed, honey. How was y'all week going, honey? We made it to hump day, y'all. We made it to hump day, y'all. We here. We here. Yes, baby. Yes, honey. We gonna finish off this week strong. I don't know about y'all, but your girl got plans this weekend, honey. Your girl got plans this weekend, honey, and I'm excited. Bitch, honey. Last weekend was a doozy, honey. If you made it to LGBTQ plus singles live Monday, then you know that a bitch was still recovering, honey. Bitch was still on injured motherfucking reserve, honey. Bitch was trying to give Vogue performance. Bitch was trying to give Femme Queen performance this weekend, bitch. Honey. The girls had caught me. The girls had caught me, honey. Yes, honey. For everybody who knew, for everybody who gifted toward the masquerade ball situation, thank you. We definitely made our quota. You're going to have to watch the YouTube video if you want to know if I got grand prize or not, bitch. Honey, it's no shade. It's no shade. You're going to have to watch the YouTube video to get all the, all the angles, when I was doing all the, the performance. Performance Plus was in the building. Yes, honey. Yes. Honey, Performance Plus made it to Wednesday without needing some crutches, honey. Performance Plus had to get some Epsom salt up in her system. Come on, y'all. Share the live. Share the live. Hit the motherfucking screen. Y'all come in here and y'all play with the puss every time. Y'all come in here and play. I can go and hop on one of my friends live, honey, and share this tea with a bigger audience. It gave me some followers, honey. I'm telling you, share the live, honey. Y'all know I'm here for it. Share the motherfucking live, honey. And if this is your first time here, honey, this is the show where I pull people up, honey. And if I pull you up, if I invite you to come up and you don't come, bitch, I'm going to read you. Bitch, I'm going to read you. This is the show where I'm drunk, bitch, if you didn't know. If this is your first time here, this is the show that I'm drunk. And what do a drunk bitch like to do, honey? A drunk bitch like to kiki in people motherfucking face. Always want to talk to you, don't they? A quiet bitch get a couple shots in them and all of a sudden they the most talkative motherfucker you know in your life. Girl, spitting in your face and shit. But see, we have a barrier. We have a barrier. I'm speaking to you through the apple. The spit flying, but it ain't catching your face, bitch. Come on, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, baby. Pony, you ain't got no choice but to be here for a Kiki tonight. When you come to the drunk show, a Kiki is all the fuck you're gonna get. A Kiki is all the fuck you're gonna get. If you was here last week, I was talking to the friend T Brown. Honey, I was talking to T Brown last week. And y'all, if y'all know T Brown, then y'all know T Brown's political. She's a political content creator. Baby. This was before Herschel Walker pulls out his Party City badge, bitch. Cute little Kiki. If you missed it, bitch, you're going to have to go to YouTube. I ain't reiterating for your motherfucking ass. Thank you. Thank you. Who coming up tonight? Who we going to have on the show tonight, bitch? You never know how it's going to go. You never know how it's going to go. But I got a pregame before I bring you motherfuckers up here. I got a pregame before I bring you motherfuckers up here because sometimes y'all come up here with the tea. Oh, Lord. The tea be so motherfucking hot, bitch. It be burning my lips and shit. So I got a pregame before y'all come up in here. Hey, everybody. 7. Child. I don't know why I'm this fine. Honey. Melanin. That's the answer. Melanin. Melanin. Melanin and a good filter. 7. That's the answer. Hey, Fox. Hey, what's going on? Oh, y'all is in here. Y'all is in here. Yeah. Y'all ready to come up? Y'all ready to kiki and cut up with the girl tonight? If you're ready, say yeah. Yeah. I heard y'all. Oh, shit, work. Baby. Y'all know I'm a lightweight. Only had a shot and a half before I came on here with y'all. Thank you, Squishy. I only had a shot and a half before I came on here with y'all, but y'all know that a bitch can't last. Y'all know that a bitch can't hang. For all of y'all who don't know, I know I appear a lot taller on the internet. Bitch is just this voice. This voice is strong, honey. I'm only 5'5", honey, baby. And I wear a size 12. Not a big girl. I'm thick as a motherfucker, though. I'm telling you, honey. Grab one of these rolls, bitch. And we be on the rodeo, motherfucker. You trying to come up, Chewy? Whoever trying to come up, send me a request. Because, honey, when I get added, I'm going to get added. Retro, don't do too much while I'm on this live. You know I'm single. Retro said he's 6'5" and wears size 14. And Retro, I'm very familiar with Retro's look. Honey, he is thick with locks and freckles. Bitch. That don't mean for you to go to his motherfucking profile, bitch. If you think you can compete with the girl, then go ahead to his profile. But I don't think you can compete with the girl when it's something I want. I get it. Bitch. Play with me if you want. But I'm being good. I'm still single and I'm still open to mingling, but I'm not necessarily looking. You know, I don't mean to toot my own horn. Beep the fuck beep. Beep, beep, bitch. Honey, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but, you know, I don't have a whole lot of time and attention, and the roster fills up quick. You know, the roster fills up quick when you are a cute girl who actually has something to offer and you're a decent person. You have a good heart. You know, niggas tend to be attracted to that. Somebody who will actually give a fuck about them. Yeah. Beat the fuck beat. 7, honey. But yeah, the roster is full for the moment. 7, I hope you in that motherfucking request. Because, honey, I'm dragging your ass up here tonight. Praise the Lord. Yes, honey. But the roster is a little bit full now. I'm talking about full. It's only 2 people. Praise the Lord. It's only 2 people. And one of them I have never even met in person. Praise the Lord. Just another content creator that I absolutely adore. We have a mutual appreciation for each other. I'm a whole lot of things, Retro. I don't think you can handle me, but it's cute to flirt. Let me stop playing with y'all. Honey, on this motherfucking live tonight. We about to start dragging y'all asses on up here, though. If you didn't catch my live Monday, honey, my mom then hooked me up with somebody. She didn't do a bad job. She didn't do a bad job. Only T is, that person gonna have to give me some time to continue being single and finding out who I am today, aka being a whore. She does. She does. She definitely wants me to be happy. But a mistake that I made in the past is jumping in relationships too quickly. I think that's why none of them ever worked. In the past, I've actually had clingy and codependent tendencies when it comes to relationships and things of that nature. So I'm trying to turn a new leaf. Well, I am turning a new leaf. And yeah, this time being single, I am focused on myself. How old is he? He is 35. He's 35. Yeah, he's 35. Um, but yeah, so now I'm just doing me, and I'm still a romantic. So hopefully, in the process, I would of me doing me, I will find somebody who is just undeniably meant to be the person that I end up settling down with. Yes, yes, 35 is a very cute age. My dating range is typically I go between 30 and 60, but that 30 has been pushing closer to 35 these days. That 30 has been pushing closer to 35. Retro, you got a lot of comments. How old are you? Why don't you put that in the chat? Let's see how old you are, Retro, because you have a baby face. But you never know. Melanin is real. Melanin is real. And for all of y'all, I don't have a black tonight. I have my Wine With Me Wednesdays wig on, bitch. Her jerk, her Brazilian, bitch. Got her on like clockwork. But yeah, I didn't get a black tonight. Nicotine is a hell of a drug. And I'm trying to quit it. Bitch. Honey, I kicked opioids and still hooked on a motherfucking Black and Mild. They low key putting crack in that shit. I don't care what nobody said. Praise the Lord. Hey, cosmetology. You want to come up today? You want to come up to sing, honey? Anybody who's down to come up, send in a request. I'm about to start bringing y'all up so I can really puff on my bilica, honey. Ooh, excuse me. Praise the Lord. Oh Lord, not banned. Hey, friend.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Frank came on in a whole motherfucking look, bitch. Fred came on looking like art, honey.
Oh, this is just the filter. Hold on.
Is it?
That's the that's the real color.
Bitch, you changed colors. Ain't nothing else changed about that motherfucking face, bitch. It's giving architecture, honey. It is given. Are you practicing for Halloween or were you just making content, friend?
I do 31 days of Halloween, so I do a different look every day.
And
Just
this
to
is
give like some people be like, I don't know what I want to be for Halloween. I might inspire somebody. 'Cause I think we on this app to inspire each other, especially as content creators. So I may give you something that you might be able to take it a whole different direction, but it can make some click for you. And I'm all about people expressing themselves, having fun, and inspiring. So if somebody find a look they might want to do, they'll see how to do it on my page.
what's the motivation for your look today?
Today was like a Frankenstein type, um, Bride of Frankenstein isk androgynous. You don't know what it is because they done piece so many things together.
I be
She the
getting
girl,
your
that
little
nigga, that bitch.
it's always like an androgynous edge to whatever you're doing. I dig it, honey. I live for androgyny and sexy, honey.
I love all that. I love all that carrying on. I
How
love all
long
that.
have you been doing makeup, Fox?
Year, a year, 1 year,
Period or just 1 year professional?
1 year period.
And
So
so
last year I was already a cartoonist and a and a graphic designer. And so someone had asked me to be in a stream makeup competition, like makeup like this. And I was like, I've never done that before. And they were like, just try it out, see what happened. And it was like 13 girls and me. And it was 13 makeup artists and me. And each week somebody was eliminated and I won, y'all. And I had never picked it up in my life because I always equated like makeup to femininity or blood. And I'm not like a really feminine guy, you know what I'm saying? At least I'm just tapped into, my girl that I didn't know was there. She in there and she comes out now. But
even through the makeup and the androgyny, I definitely get the masculine energy. I definitely know that it's a man underneath that makeup.
Right. So, but I enjoy being able to express myself like this, and I've always been shunned away from. I'm a preacher's kid, so it would never, it wasn't supported to do certain things, and so I just never, and so I just on a whim said, okay, I'll try it, and it's like I've been remembering, not learning. Like you showed me something one time and I got it. It's crazy.
I imagine that you've always been artistically inclined like that.
Yeah, I always could draw. Like make my kids draw. Like we draw together. So that's the thing is I feel like it's a way of expressing yourself. You don't have to use a lot of the words. Because I always had a speech impediment. I stuttered. So, and I still do it now if I get excited or angry. So I always been better to express myself drawing, even though I know verbally is always a point. But cool shit.
I take it.
I enjoy your point of view on things. I love your videos. When I see you get to talk, I say, "Oh, she's gonna give it." I love all of that. I love it to death.
Baby, they requested my opinion on Milk and Hennessy on the Hennessy, the child that everybody's talking about, Hennessy Marie, the girl that went and got her vaginoplasty and don't want to tell people. So I'll be posting that video when we get off the live today. I really didn't want to talk about her. Them kind of girls make my community look a whole entire motherfucking fool. But how do being a preacher's kid?
Everybody, we all got the ones in our communities that make it just look bad for us. Even though you try to be an activist, you try to be on our side, I'd be like, girl, I want to be with you, but girl.
That bitch. I'm not scared to kick them bitches out the motherfucking ring, girl. You not allowed in my party. Yeah, you're a transgender woman, but that don't mean I fuck with you, bitch.
Right.
Individual. No. But
it's like your family. You just because they in my family don't mean I fuck with them.
I don't know them. I don't speak to them when I see them. Blood don't make no family here.
No, it don't.
Honey,
real family is the one who chooses to be around all your foolishness. That's family. Because look, them my friends that choose me and all my bullshit.
I got 2 questions for you, Fred. I got 2 questions for you though. One is now that you're doing makeup and after winning the competition and getting a lot of attention online doing makeup, how do your parents feel about it? Being a preacher's kid.
So my father's passed on. So he never got to see it. But my mom originally was not supportive of it. And then she happened to see one of my videos come across her Facebook page. And she was liking it and showing her friends before she realized it was me. But she would never support me. But when she saw something else that was sickening, she was showing her friends. It was like, girl, you already friends with this person. And she was like, and she got in, and she been there ever since. Like now, she sent me suggestions for looks that she want me to do. She asked me to come over and show her stuff with her makeup, but I think it's kind of like a show off type thing because she called her friends. You know who over here? My son, he finna do my makeup, like that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But however, I'll take it however she give it. You can't make everybody love you the way you want them to love you. Sometimes you just gotta take it how they love you, and that's just how she loved me.
No, I get it. Being a trans woman, my family has always been supportive. My mom especially has always been supportive. But I noticed that sometimes with her friends and around her community, it's like she would try and
assimilate,
justify my transness, or she would try and talk about
you.
Huh?
Like almost like making an excuse for you.
Yeah. But also like she would try and brag about things that I would do outside of me being trans, to I guess to try and balance it for the straight people, like, oh yeah, my child is trans, which is a bad thing, but they're good at
But
this, doing this, and
don't
blah blah.
but don't do that for me. Don't do that for me. I'm good. But again, you gotta learn to let people love you how they love you, and they're trying, and I'm okay with that. I
She's
wouldn't want them to love me any way but the way that they sincerely know how to do it.
with my mom, it became a thing like it did with you when I started to get traction online and my content started getting traction, and people started coming to her talking
Mhm.
about me. Then it became a thing where it's like, she just praises. Now it's just a thing where she just praises my transness, and I think she sees it in action. Like all of the things that would happen in ballroom or on the drag scene or, on the activist scene, whatever. She didn't see that until now. So,
Right. Mhm.
yeah.
And I think it takes them seeing it on their own versus us telling them, because us telling them they already got they mentally saw something else in their head than what you were actually giving, and they kind of wanted to already block it out until they actually saw it on their own, and then she couldn't do nothing but like it. So I
Yeah.
appreciate
Absolutely, absolutely. And my last question for you. You said that you have kids, right?
I have two sons.
Two sons. Are you, and if you don't mind answering, do you identify with the LGBTQ at all, or are you just a straight guy who is incredible at makeup?
Oh no, I'm a homosexual that's incredible at at makeup. I am a regular gay male. Like, this is the most flamboyant that I can get. Like, this is me. All the years that I didn't show off like I wanted to, or be gay, like I wanted to, like go out because I was so nervous and scared to go do this or go to prize and shit like that. This is it. This is me being proud of who I am. So everything I do, I'm gonna put the androgyny on it. I'm gonna make it the gay version. I'm always gonna do make up for the time that I didn't do, and I make sure my boys understand what all goes into just makeup and being a man. Period. Being a man has nothing to do with your sexuality. Being a man is just being responsible, accountable, and doing what you say you're gonna do. Like, that's the only thing you gotta do is being a man. Everything else, I'll let you do whatever you want to. But I want my sons. I want to raise men. I want to raise adults. And then I want y'all to also know, like, in a well-rounded way, how gay people are and how trans people are. Like, I want them to get a right idea before they get a wrong idea outside the doors. Because if I hide stuff from them, they're gonna hide shit from me.
Yeah. Were you
I was scared as hell to tell them.
were you were you comfortable in your gayness when you had your sons, or was it a thing where you were living a straight life and you happened to have kids?
So me and my best friend had kids together. She's a lesbian and I'm straight, but we never
I'm jealous.
but look, we never decide to tell our kids about our sexuality. It was just like, no, it was nothing to do. I mean, it was just we're just parents. Because you give kids what they can accept at certain ages. You don't give them too much at 5 because they only can relate on a 5-year-old level. So we never lied to them about anything, but we also never put our business out to them. So she told them about her when they were like 8, like had a formal conversation, unbeknownst to me, you know. So afterwards, we were all cool, chilling, and um, I let things go on. And she was like, "Are you not gonna tell him?" I was like, "Let me tell him in my own time." I think that coming out, even to regular people or your family, it should be a personal decision. You can't force nobody out the closet. You can't take that story from them. You can't write your own story for them. They have to do it on their own. So it wasn't until they were 10 that that I wanted to go ahead and tell them, because I kind of had met a guy who I thought might be the one. So I wanted to make sure they were prepared for this, not just being uncle. This might be, whatever y'all want to call him. So I went to go tell them. I took them out to eat. We all sat down, and I took my dad too. My dad, all three of us were there. I had never formally told my dad. My mom knew, but I never told my dad. So we all sitting down eating at the Olives Garden, what my dad liked to call it, the Olives Garden. And I was telling them that they could order anything they wanted to order or whatever. And I went to go say, Dad, so I want to let y'all know that sometimes men fall in love with a woman, and that's great. Also, sometimes men fall in love with men, and that's great. And my daddy stopped me and he said, "Are you about to tell me you gay?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "That's why you took me out here?" I was like, "Yes." Hold on. Not that my sons would like that too. They was like, "Duh."
At the Olive Garden, honey.
At the Olive Garden, they said they already knew. They said, well, we know you don't never see you with nobody. You always by yourself, and we ain't stupid. You got 2 cats, like.
So
So yeah.
what do that mean? I only got 1 cat. I'm not queer enough. But
Oh, you haven't hit your Super Saiyan yet.
Ah!
When she's Super Saiyan, their hair gonna go gold, and then the second cat just gonna walk in the door. You be like, "Oh hey, you gotta pick it out. It's gonna come to you."
Shade is, I've seen that happen with other people before. The cat will just walk right in like it's been there.
Like it's been there. Cats would do that. They would walk in and chill. You don't gotta show them nothing where the house is. We already know where everything at. I know where the kitchen is. And I was like, girl, you don't keep. I had to let my cats go because I feel like cats have too much personality to not pay rent. Like I feel like if I tell you to do something, you look at me and do it. Muffins would sit there on the table. I said, "Don't you knock that off, Muffins?" And she go, "Pop, pop, pop." I'm like, "What? Don't you knock it off?" Pop,
well,
pop,
look
pop.
at you while she doing it.
And then knock it all the way off the table. First of all, you played with me. Secondly, you didn't put nothing in on this rent for you to be down here acting like that.
They are genuinely related to the kings and queens of the jungle or the Sahara. Them motherfucking lions. The reason that them lions take over shit is because they think that they take over shit.
They smart. They said if we just don't carry ourselves as nothing like the king, ain't nobody gonna treat us nothing different. Tell them we the king.
You don't have a choice. We gonna fight about it, and you gonna lose. Cause I ain't gonna give up.
Cause I'm gonna bite your neck first.
I'm gonna keep biting you every time I see you, bitch.
Every time, I don't care where I see you at.
You see how that elephant came for that woman?
He said, "Did that bitch go right there?"
He said, "Bitch, at your funeral, bitch."
You thought it was over with? Look, that Kill Bill music started. Look, Kill Bill. She came. Vernita came for all. Beatrice came for all of them. Just like that elephant did. That elephant had on that little yellow jumpsuit and this
honey. And she was in her casket, couldn't even run.
It's not sad. It's not. We are not laughing at this lady's death. We're laughing at the events surrounding.
Her ass shouldn't have been poaching the motherfucking elephants anyway. They was in danger. Some people, when they die, I'm praying that I get to see Trump's funeral. Because, bitch, ain't going to be a kiki for me. I was laughing at Elizabeth proceedings, honey, playing Boosie. INTENTE. She was independently going in the ground.
It took her for the longest to get on the ground. By the time they got to the ground, she probably wouldn't look like herself nowhere.
That was part of the kiki.
She was a raisin by the time they got her in there.
I don't think that bitch is
she really was a walking dead before she passed. She was already 2 weeks dead.
I don't think that bitch is really buried. I think that they harvested her spinal cord or something. I don't know what
they got her cells.
They got her in the cryogenics chamber somewhere, waiting to revitalize them and make them cyborgs. I don't know why they're trying to hold on to these melanemic people.
Who else they got besides the Queen Elizabeth? Because at this point, that team is terrible.
Charles is still here. ain't his name Charles, or was it King George? The one who was dead. Remember the paparazzi took pictures, they had propped him up in the limousine, and he was dead. He was my profile picture for a while.
Why they prop him up?
They was trying to make it look like he was in good health, and we could clearly see that that man was dead.
They weekend at Bernie's him. Not the weekend at Bernie's.
His eyes was yellow as piss.
Girl, shut up.
I said that man had been dead for 3 days, and y'all got his ass.
Why y'all got this zombie sitting up here? His eyes look jaundiced, y'all.
Brian, is there anything that you want to know about me? Is there anything you want to know about the puss?
Yes. So, first question is, when did you know that the girl is who you wanted to be?
Ooh! It was crazy. It was one of those things where it was like psychological gymnastics for me, honey. It was the thing, like, naturally growing up like the typical trans person, I had that same typical story. I thought I was a girl. I didn't understand when I realized that there was a difference between boy and girl. I just naturally was like, okay, yeah, I'm on the girl side. And then when people told me I wasn't, it was like, oh Lord, what happened? Oh, because of this? Because of the dingleberries? Oh Lord. So once I realized that, I used to pray. I used to hope, wish, and pray that I would wake up a girl. I would wake up a woman one day. But then as I got older, and I started identifying as a gay boy, and getting in touch with the ballroom scene and the queer community and all of the things, then that's when it was like, I don't know, maybe I'm one of these. Maybe I'm just, somewhere in the middle. And then I started to befriend trans people. And it was very much given like, girl, you one of us, girl. Because by then I was already technically genderqueer. I was already presenting and dressing androgynous. And they was like, girl, you one of us, honey. Girl, why ain't nobody tell you all this time that you was a woman? And so it was like, I had to really sit back. It took some time for me to really accept being a trans woman, because I wanted to, one, make sure that I was doing it genuinely and that it was truly me, and it wasn't just something I was doing because other people were telling me that I was that, you know. And then two is I also had to accept whether I wanted to go full force, because being a binary trans person and being somebody who consciously attempts to pass in society takes a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about my DNA says that I'm not supposed to look this puss, right? So I have to do things to honestly just feel comfortable in my skin. And I have done things and I do feel comfortable in my skin. And of course, along this journey, there was a point in which I realized that I'm neither man nor woman. I am trans. I am extremely trans. And I am extremely trans femme. And just based on societal norms, I went to the DMV and all the government offices and was like, look, bitch, just put woman on my shit so I don't have to worry about y'all melaninians discriminating on me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that.
One question. Is there any time during your journey that you had second thoughts? It was like, girl, this might not be for me. Or
Oh, absolutely. The first time I touched, I questioned it. I was like, oh girl, hi, it hurts, bitch. Please, is it bleeding? Oh God. But no, dead ass. Like, it took me, I was a drag queen, really genderqueer, non-binary, for about the first 4 years of my transition. And throughout that whole period, it was just me going back and forth like, okay, I know I'm not a gay boy. That's not an option. But am I not bi? I mean,
that ship
at,
is gone.
at that point, me being a regular gay boy, that
That's over.
idea was dead. That
That's over, girl.
we knew we
Season
wasn't going.
finale, season 2. Let's do something else.
But it was going to be, are you going to be a androgynous wonder? Are you going to be non-binary? Are you going to be all of the things? Or are you really going to put in all the money and stress that it takes for you to essentially pass as a woman day to day? And that was really where the back and forth was going, because I've always been a bit tomboyish, and I always thought in my head that if I were born cis, if I were born with a vagina, I would have been a tomboy. I would still been bisexual. I would have still been attracted to women. But yeah, it was like, do you want to do you want to get everything switched over and all of the things? And eventually I just got to a point where it only made sense, because realistically, going out into the world, people weren't seeing me as a man anymore, even when I tried to look like one. At best, I could pass for a butch lesbian.
Oh, stood. Oh, stand-up comedian looking girl. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
Because they always
Yeah,
the stuff. All right. So, last question. 10 years ago, do you think you would be where you are right now in your transition and in your life?
hell no. 10 years ago,
Like, what
ten
was your?
years,
You think that you
10
were going to be
years ago,
here?
I was
Had you already
10
started your
years.
transition?
10 years ago, I was homeless and on drugs. 10 years ago, I thought the most that I would end up, the biggest impression I would leave on the world. I thought at that point, um, would maybe being a hairstylist, maybe ends up becoming legendary in the ballroom scene. Now, my whole mind frame is completely different. Now it's a whole thing where I'm not gonna stop until, yeah, until until I'm truly able to have a real power in entertainment, real power in media, real power in everything that we see and consume, and everything that the kids see and consume.
Now, next question is a little edgy. Do you think that you, um, being pretty as you are, do you think you have a certain privilege in the community versus other girls? And how
Absolutely.
do you use that privilege? Respond.
Absolutely. I've actually done videos on it. But we know how TikTok does when you do videos on anything real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I absolutely know that I had passable privilege. I absolutely know that I had pretty privilege. Um, and it's, I honestly think that if I were a girl who didn't pass one, I may just be somebody who continued to live unresolved and never transition. So that in itself will come with a lot of mental health issues, having to get to a point where you truly deny a whole aspect of your identity. So number one, I may not have ever transitioned or got to a point where I was truly comfortable in my skin, because as a boy I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. I never felt comfortable looking masculine, or trying to look masculine, because for one, it never really worked. It never really resonated for me.
Girl, didn't
Um,
roll over. The curl just wouldn't get right.
Honey, it wouldn't, honey. She wasn't activated, honey. The activator wasn't
Just
activated, honey.
that
But
curl.
it wouldn't. And honestly, I'm a person who deals with depression and shit already. You know, um, just from being queer, growing up in a small town, and the fact that I grew up in a small town. When I go home, everybody knows that I'm trans. It don't matter that I'm pretty. It don't matter that I pass. I'm always going to be treated like a trans woman. But to be fair, for my sisters, I see that for my sisters who don't pass, and for my sisters who aren't considered conventionally attractive, um, their journey is honestly a lot harder for me, and that's why I do what I do. I'm hoping that me being so openly queer and me being so openly trans and so openly pansexual and so openly all of the things that a woman isn't or shouldn't be in our
Mhm.
society, I'm hoping that it can help spark the flame or build the bridge to help people get to a point where they realize that you need to mind your motherfucking business and only judge people based on how they treat
Okay.
you.
Okay. And you
Mm.
had said something earlier too. You said that you didn't identify as a cis woman or a woman. You identified as a trans woman, um, or a feminine trans person. Do you think that you all that particular category needs to be um, an adopted feeling for everyone in the trans community, that you all fit into a different category, or do you think that it's okay for them to assimilate into another category?
Mm. I I honestly, especially being a psychologist, I try not to judge the girls on their journey and what they how they do it, because at the end of the day, I'm only a culmination of my experiences. Only
Right.
know what I know, and I only am who I am based on how I feel and what I've gone through. Um, so I never really know. You know, it's a lot of people who say that I shouldn't be me and I shouldn't be how I am. And for me, it could be some arrogance, but I feel sorry for a lot of my sisters who aim to assimilate, you know. And I feel guilty for feeling sorry, because if you're happy in the way that you're living your life, then that's what it is. But I only know for me, I've been able to find genuine security in self, by not attempting to fit in any boxes that were made up by white supremacist ideals.
That is beautiful. And I think my last question is, um, so you said you were single, and you had met someone, but you're not trying to push anything. You're out here trying to, sow your royal oats, no shade. Um, what are three attributes that you have that would make you a good person to date?
Ah, that's a good question.
Adversely, what are three things that make you a terrible person to date?
Oh Lord Jesus, honey. I think they both. It's sad, but I have this written down, honey. I have. Let's see. Let's get the top three, because honey, it's about 10. It's about 10 on the list.
Give them to me.
Number
So,
one.
why that bitch? Why are you that girl? Give it to me.
Not number one, for a partner specifically. I would be a gift in a relationship because I'm a great communicator.
Come on now.
I know how to express myself well. I know how to express my emotions. I know how to express my wants, desires, and dislikes, without being disrespectful.
Okay.
And also by getting the point across effectively.
Hmm.
I mean, realistically, I'm somebody who I'm a psychologist. I'm paid to talk. I get paid to
Okay.
talk.
So
You
you're gonna be
know.
transparent because you talk about how you feel and everything. What's the next one?
Let me see on the list, because you know I'm tipsy. So let me look on the list. I'm I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna wing it, because what I got on the list, I don't like. what I got on the list is versatile, but I feel like that was a setup to try and be messy or to be nasty. But no, really, it is my versatility. I am a little bit of a lot of things. I'm a little bit of a lot of things. Very rarely am I strong on no or yes. I'm a person who tends to be open to try anything at least once. You know, and I think with
So
that,
what's your sign for everybody listening?
I'm a Virgo.
Logs off. Hits the X.
I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. But yeah, I think that to go against Eartha Kitt's words, I am somebody who's always open to compromise because I'm somebody who's always open to being swayed or maybe persuading someone else. Um, so I think that makes me a great partner. But as you said, that could also be a disadvantage because there are a lot of people who are strong in their feelings and they're very, hot or cold, yes or no, black or white. And I'm somebody who naturally lives in the gray area.
A gray area. That's T.
So that could be a good or bad. And overall I'm optimistic. Like, to be honest, I pretend to be more evil online than I actually am in real life. In real life, I'm a good time, and it's not something that I put on. I genuinely am a person who loves life. I'm a person who loves to be alive. I'm a person who can have fun doing anything. Like, going somewhere and saying it was boring, that's not going to happen if you with me, because
Right.
even if
Right.
somebody else is bored, we going to cut the fuck up. So
Okay.
those are three good things. But also with the last one, it could be seen as a negative because, like, my last relationship, for example, he ended up feeling that my personality was too big and that it was too much all of the time. Um,
What do you mean by
and
much?
baby, we going. That's what I heard. Love. He needs somebody who is basically more less turned up. He needed somebody who was less noticeable.
Oh,
Yeah, he
he
wanted a
likes
lot.
proud. He don't like any attention brought to himself.
Yeah, yeah. He wanted a wallflower and he got a performer.
And that'll fuck him up every time.
They
That'll fuck
big,
him up every time.
they big.
But it's
Yeah, yeah.
better to love me is who I am about who I am. I'd rather somebody love me who I am than to be with somebody who I'm faking to be with.
First,
Cause
first and
that's
for
clocking in. Ain't nobody want that.
first and foremost, the idea that I could ever become somebody who gets paid simply for being myself. Ain't nobody standing in the way of that. I'm not no motherfucking fool. I'm from the hood. I'm not going back. Nigga, I don't know where you from, where you been, who you talking to, where you at, but baby, I'm not dimming my shine for nobody.
Nobody.
Baby, I'm not dimming my shine for nobody.
Nobody.
And I can't and honestly, I can't genuinely respect someone as my partner if they want me to.
Exactly, because I feel like you would know me but well enough or value me enough to know that asking me to do that is fucking disrespectful.
On so many levels. So many levels. So many levels. Yes. Fox, this was incredible. I did not expect it to turn out this great. But I do want to bring my friend up. If they still in here. Hold on, let me see if friend is still in here. Oh yeah, friend is still in here. I would do want to bring friend up before I roll out.
Okay, babe, I'll
But
slide down.
talking to you. We definitely have to do this again. We definitely have to do it again, friend. You a Sag. You a Sag retro? I don't know if I get along with Sages.
Okay, first of all,
What happened,
um,
friend?
I love them. I had to give Fox a follow. I am in love with that conversation. Oh my gosh.
You not
Hold
the only
on,
one.
I'm out of breath. You said what?
You not you not the only one, friend. The friends be real. I don't fuck with the lames. You know a fake bitch can't take a mouth like mine.
Look, I ain't up here looking all glorious or whatnot as Fox was, because I'll be giving a damn how I look on this app. It is what it is.
Honey, it
Um,
depends on what you gonna get with me as well.
Facts. Oh my, when I tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I had commented, it said, I'm crying. Like you had me you really had me in tears.
I
I'm not
saw
even
that.
gonna cap. It was one question he asked, and I was just like, why can I like I'm a cis black woman. Hold on. I'm out of breath because I was trying to like run outside of the house because
Catch,
excuse me.
catch your
I was
breath.
trying to run outside of the house because I'm outside, getting my little sip on and my little, you know, on right now. But I don't even remember what they had asked, but you saw the comment, okay?
I
I
did.
was I started crying because I was like, I wish somebody would accept me for that as well. It's like, okay, so um how should I start this off?
You
I feel
talk.
like you're a hopeless romantic as me.
I am. I am. I'm a hopeful romantic now, but in the past I have been hopeless. But you're talking about having a big personality, right? You want somebody to accept you for having a big personality, right?
Is that what I give if you see me or something? Like, because I don't think my personality is too big. But you said you're also a psychologist as well, which I didn't know. So if I would have known that, I would have never clicked into it because you can kind of read people a little bit. And I've been read a few times on this live because of like my past traumas and all of that stuff. But I
I'm
feel like
gentle.
me and you
I'm
kind of
gentle
like
on life.
compare. Okay. But what made you like get out of the hopeless romantic type of thing and become a hopeful romantic? Because at my ripe age, I'm trying to do that, but it's very hard being a pansexual. Like it feel like everybody I meet, like or not meet that I like intend to date or something like that, I end up, like the first thing I want is a relationship. Like
Mm.
everyone I look into, I want something serious with them, even though I'm quick to cut them the fuck off if I know
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But what
I'm
made
a,
you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might not be the answer that you want to hear. But outside of intense therapy, for real, it's been y'all. It's been TikTok.
That's
It's
what's been helping me.
it's been crazy as it is. It's been TikTok, and it's been listening to y'all, listening to all the other friends, listening to everybody's videos, really taking in everybody's perspective. Um, I'm a girl just like all of us. We all have our strong opinions, but I'm
Mhm.
always open to listening to somebody else and considering what somebody else thinks. So getting on this app and especially following other therapists and other psychologists and, truly getting their advice because honestly, even working in psychology, when you go to a therapist, they treat you different. Like we treat each other differently. We're kind of on our toes when we have to treat somebody else who's in the field. But being here, I could see people do things that I do, because I never really been involved with social media before TikTok. Maybe for
Yeah.
some people, this has been a thing with Facebook or whatever other app, but for me, it happened with TikTok. And also, a big motivation is it's superficial as hell, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Big motivation, big part of the reason I've been able to let go of rushing quickly into the relationship is because honestly, putting myself out there on social media, I have more options now.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically. Um, so in the past, before I was involved with, putting my face out there and putting my personality out there, I felt like I felt like my only options were whoever I could, like once I came across a decent person, I would just latch onto that first person who just seemed decent enough to settle down with, whose red flags I could accept. You know what I mean? Um, but now
Yeah.
it's like I'm viewing dating this time. I'm viewing it like I feel like the universe set it up for me to be single on purpose. That's why I wasn't mad about my breakup. That's why I'm still not mad. Um, and I'm truly treating my dating journey this time like my wellness journey, like my mental health
Mm-hmm.
journey. I've been successful at managing my mental health, so maybe I could be successful at developing a relationship if I actually take my time. And this time it's going to have to be a situation where I'm not settling for the first decent person. It's going to have to be a situation where it's undeniable.
Yeah. At this point, and mind you, I don't talk soft, but you're a soft speaker. So you've seen my shit. I'm very loud, okay? So I'm trying to like keep it calm on your live so you can keep your views and stuff.
No, go on yourself, friend.
Okay, well let's keep it a band. All right.
Friend, if you
So I done had to I've dealt with so many. Mhm. All
you
right.
say you dealt with so many punks.
I have dealt with so many ain't shit MFers that act
Mhm.
like that they're into the things that I'm into as well. Okay. I'm a pansexual woman. Yes,
And
I love women. Okay.
you
I like
and
more feminine men. And a lot of people aren't too comfortable with that. So when I do talk to dudes that are more cis straight dudes or whatnot, they are not like intuitive with what I like or whatnot. Like I normally hear a lot of homophobia and transphobia coming out of that. I'm okay dealing with a trans person. I had another question for you. Are you from a small town like I am? Exactly. Being from a small town, a lot of people are not acceptable to you dealing with someone or talking to someone and liking someone who is not, 100% male, 100% female or whatnot, whatever they want to call it. If you
100.
transition, I'm going to consider you 100%. I'm okay with that. If you got boobs and a D, I'm okay with that. Like, that's just, it is what it is, okay? So it's like, the person that I was recently like dealing with, and I ain't even gonna lie, they started following me on this page. I told them to follow me on my backup page, but they found this page instead. Okay, I don't even know what page I'm on. I don't know.
You
At
on
the end of the day, oh, I'm on my main page. Okay, yeah, yeah, I just looked at my name. I'm on my main page, but I lost 90,000 followers because the people in my city were following me, and then when I was talking about like relationships and the things that I'm attracted to, and talking to people like you, and being on live with my other people of the LGBTQIA community, I was getting reported nonstop. And I realized it wasn't until I started adding back the people that I personally know. It never happened until that. I lost 90,000 followers because of them. Mind you, I be on this app just BSing. I do what I want to do, say what I want to say on this page, my backup page, whatever. I just, it is what it is, okay? But the lives that I enter into, or the conversations that I particularly have, which is majority on Black conversations or LGBTQIA conversations and stuff, a lot of them weren't liking that, to the point where I got pointed out on, like, you know how these little cities be having them pages that like to call people out. I ended up on one of those pages
On the burner page.
because I have no problem dealing with somebody within the LGBTQIA community. And I'm sorry your views are going lower. People don't find me that interesting when I'm on live, but you know, it is what it is. They find me okay when I'm making videos, but when I'm on live talking about real shit, they don't want to hear that. Okay. But at the end of the day, I just need to say I love you and I appreciate you for being the person you are. Because as a pansexual woman, I'm 100% attracted to you, baby. Okay? Whether you got a cooter or whatever, okay? It don't matter what you got. I love you regardless for who you are and the things you talk about and the things you bring forth to the community and all of that stuff. I love everything you do. I'm not as brave as you and couldn't post too much about that because I turned everything into a joke. But at the end of the day, I'm not a joke. I am, whether you might find it funny or not, I am still speaking on what I find to be true.
Speaking on real shit. To hop on, it's funny because I thought that you was gonna ask me a question about guys, especially cis masculine guys, and being pansexual. Yes, I'm pansexual. Yes, I can look at a masculine cisgender man and be like, he fine. But 9 out of 10 times,
It don't turn me on though.
as soon as he open his mouth, it's going to be like, no. So I have in my own head, my my sexuality when it comes to cisgender men, or masculine cisgender men, or hetero identifying cisgender men, it begins and it ends on Twitter when I'm having time. That is where it begins and it ends. If I have an urge to, if I'm having some sexual frustration regarding masculine energy and I'm not getting it from a partner at that time, then honey, it begins and it ends when I'm having my alone time. Real talk, they try and date me. It's become a lot less now that I'm more public online, because I think before I had a platform, they took me more as a joke. But then once I started embarrassing their motherfucking asses on Instagram, if you ain't following me on Instagram, bitch, you are
Girl, we follow it, baby. We follow each other on Instagram.
I'm talking to the people in the chat, friend. I'm talking to the chat.
Oh.
If you in the chat and you don't follow me on Instagram, honey, you is missing out on some niggas getting red. Do you hear me?
Yes.
But honey, I'm telling you, they don't really try with me no more, which is great. For me, if I am gonna date a cisgender man, he definitely has to be queer identifying. And to be honest, I think the closest I would get to dating a cisgender man would be somebody who is non-binary but willing to go by he they pronoun, willing to go by he, him pronouns, and assign male at birth. I think that that's the closest I would get to dating a cisgender man.
I think at this point, I'm not okay with like dating a cisgendered man. I'm not okay with it.
Run with it.
I'm
Run with it.
not. And to be specific is because like I am pansexual, okay? Like I've said before. I like men, I like women, I like non-binary, baby. You could be an alien from Mars, sucking
If
on
I'm
a
attracted to
croissant
you,
for all I care, okay?
vibe.
Yeah,
I
like
get
it's all about vibes for me. Like if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. Okay. And it's like at this point, any cisgendered male that I've dealt with, like they're okay with my sexuality until I say, hey, I don't mind a trans person as well, a trans man or a trans woman. Like, and the first thing they bring up is like, what is it called? The I don't talk about it too much, so I can't even like think of the word. STDs and all of that stuff. Like if I'm wrapped up or doing whatever I do in the moment, then what's the problem? A bitch could yeast a bitch could have a yeast infection, okay, that I accidentally deal
straight,
with.
straight people kill me when it comes to that. The same straight person who will be quick to say STD, HIV when it comes to somebody interacting with a queer person will be the same straight person who is the eighth baby mama or got 10 kids by 17 different women. Like, baby, if anybody has a history with STDs, we know it's you, honey.
Exactly.
Whole coochie
Exactly.
ready for all. Whole coochie got jock itch and ain't never played a sport. Bitch got athlete's foot in the genitals. Bitch, honey,
But no,
honey,
like
more more discharged than bank deposits, and
hello.
want to talk to somebody about an STD, honey. Sad part about it is people don't even know. I know for a fact that I am more protected in my sexual health than any of the cisgender female friends that I have. I be trying to convince these bitches to get on medicated prophylactics for years. They out here fucking these niggas. It is a dude right now.
Let's get into that.
It is a dude right now my age. Still having kids. I went home, visited this weekend, still having kids. Apparently the niggas doing sex tapes and everything. Lord forgive me. Kim Kardashian ass nigga. I seen a picture of him in the paper fighting an assault charge right now. He looks like the crypt keeper, bitch. When I tell you that he looked like he is dying from syphilitis, COVID-19, 21, 34, monkeypox, bitch, herpelitis, syphilis,
Not a yeast
B,
infection in the face.
hepatitis X, Y, and Z, bitch. The nigga is a whole different complexion. He was light skinned when we was in high school. Now he looks like Nelson Mandela.
Oh shit. But they don't understand is they so-called straight homies that's really out here doing what it do. And it's us people like me, a cisgendered female. Okay, let's keep it a man, woman, cisgendered woman, because I had to get off the word female. I had to learn the definition of that. I was like, God damn, that's kind of crazy. But a cisgendered woman who's really like peeping game into all of this stuff. And they don't see it because it's they so-called homies. The same way a lot of these dudes be really out here be like, my homie ain't did this, my homie ain't did that, but be the same freaking homie that touched the underage girl or something like that, or touched the underage man. Let's keep it a band. They be the same ones sitting there saying my homie ain't gay this, my homie ain't gay that, bro. Yo homie like men just as much as women, bro. You think he getting bans from selling stuff on the streets? No. He got a sugar daddy the same way I do. Please calm down. You're not that guy. And at this point, you're mad because you're not that guy. You're trying to take up for him because you know you're not that guy. Like, come on. And I feel like you I look the face you making. I feel like you understand what I'm saying.
I understand all of the things being said, honey. I can't tell you, like, when I was on my street shit, yeah, like, yeah, no. I'll say this. Any man who's ever approached me, who was interested in me romantically and or intimately, when I told them that I was trans, or when I made sure that they realized that I'm trans, it's rarely been a no. And on the occasions where it has been a no, they've been very clear that it would be a yes if I had bottom surgery.
Oh, you ain't had bottom surgery?
For the fuck what?
I'm okay with that.
For the
I
fuck
love you regard. I thought you had it as you so goddamn fine. Look, I didn't
people
know what it
assume
was. I just knew I was attracted to you since day one, honey. I've been here since
I
day one. Okay.
I don't have bottom dysphoria, and so it's no reason, you know what I mean, it's no reason to have the surgery. I'd be wasting people's money, time, energy, and I wouldn't be able to do all of the things that I'm
Because
able
you
to do
got
now.
because you still got motherfuckers that's on your line regardless. Whether you had it or not.
Baby, they
Okay.
love it. I'm here to tell you, this society is set up for women to not only be obsessed with men, but this society is set up for men to be obsessed with the phallus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with all of it. I don't care if it's top or bottom surgery. I don't give a damn. Okay. If you had a Gucci, I rub a Gucci. If you had a thing, look, stick it in if you want to. We can rub the head. I don't give a goddamn. Okay. I am
No,
okay with it. And like I said, you're
I,
from a small town as well. I'm from a small town. A lot of people do not understand this. Being I thought I was bisexual for a long time. And you know, bisexual is like in man or women, cisgendered. And like that's what a lot of people don't understand the difference between being pansexual and bisexual.
mhm,
Bisexual is you like that person being the gender that they were born with.
mhm.
Pansexual, we don't give a damn.
Open to all the
We
things.
like you if you like you, okay? It's not like
Oh,
it's demisexual. Okay, demisexual is when you like have to have an emotional attachment to them. Pansexual, we don't care what you're born with. If we like you, we like you.
if
We
yeah,
love you. And
yeah, huh,
we want something further in life with you besides just doing you. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? Demisexual. And that's the crazy thing when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus community. Because with demisexual, they have to be emotionally attached to you. And my best friend he's a cis male who only likes women, who has to be emotionally attached or like you. So he's a demisexual. He thought I was calling him gay
I am.
when I said that shit. You're demi as well. I can't. I want to be Demi so bad, but if I like you and I want to fuck you, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. What you identify
I
as? I
me,
ain't gonna do it.
for me, it's weird because, of course, there has been times where I have, and still now will have an extreme physical attraction to somebody, you know, and if I'm given the opportunity, like as soon as I'm alone with them, it'll just start getting awkward. Like it'll just start being like, I don't want to be here. I changed my mind.
See,
It's
I
weird.
think I understand where you coming from, even though you're more considered as. Are you more considered as trans or what? Because I never asked that question.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
trans.
exactly. Okay, so when I tell more cis hetero men, because that's all they be getting at me. It don't matter how much I like women. The only thing they be getting at me is men. And I was like,
They
okay,
tend
I have
to,
a.
you got to watch out for that too, because when they're quick to sexualize feminine people who are attracted to other feminine people. They
Exactly. And that's the first thing I get asked. Oh, you want a threesome or you want this or you want that. Just because I say I like femininity does not mean it's going to be a woman.
but I
It does not mean it.
and this is a testament to why I don't fuck with cisgender men like that, because I only get that question from cisgender men. I
God, I would
only get
love to date
from
outside of that. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not about to talk you to death. I'm going to get off of this soon. But dating cis hetero men is a fucking headache. When I say I like men that get their nails done, that don't mind wearing skirts, that don't mind fucking other men or being the bottom, it is a problem to them. I have no problem with that.
they
I
intimidated.
can't.
They intimidated because they know in a lot of ways that a feminine man is going to be more likely to offer you things that they are not emotionally aware enough to offer you.
And they definitely do.
Because a man, you have to think about it. A lot of those men, um, especially the ones who act the most uncomfortable about sexual variance and gender variance, those are the ones who, when they do get with me or when they do look for a girl like me, honey, they're the bottom
You
or
feel
they're
me?
the phallus, you know.
It's low key sad. Like,
It's
my
high key sex.
name ain't True for no reason. My name is True because I choose. I choose what I want to, whether it's male, female, non-binary, it's whatever. I choose what I want, and I also think my
It's high.
problem is my sexual energy, cause like I off gay. I'm a very sexual person. Okay, it doesn't matter how long I have been celibate or whatever. You feel me? I like what I like, and if I want you, I will get you. It's just no, And a lot of dudes be like, well, I like a more feminine woman or something. I'm 32 years old and I've never been in a relationship. All right, let's keep it a band. I've never been in a relationship because of my sexuality. The first
You
time I dealt like with
never
somebody who
in a
actually wanted me,
relationship,
oh, no, I've never. I've never been in a relationship.
friend. We going. I'm a little too drunk to have a real conversation at this moment. But
I'm a
if you
little lit
free,
too, so it's nothing
if you
serious. I
free,
got you.
if you free next Wednesday, I'm down to finish this conversation, honey. On the fact that
Just know
you haven't
I'm
been
not pressed
in a
about
relationship,
it. I'm okay.
that's a tea by itself. The fact that you never been in a relationship, that's something that we definitely have to explore.
Because, like I said, I live in a small town. A lot of cis hetero men do not like what I've
We ain't gonna
been in,
do it.
like what I
We ain't gonna,
like.
we
Um,
ain't gonna do it right now. Whenever you free again to come back on, we gonna get into it. I ain't gonna forget.
Maybe I need to inbox you about this.
We
But
done
I'm
start
okay with it though, because I've
we
been okay, like with
conversation live now. The people want to know. The people want to know the thing.
I'm just, like most, like I like what I like, and it's majority been sexual. I'll keep it a band. I don't sugarcoat shit. All right. I like what I like. And I'm the type that does give it up too fast. It is what it is.
Mhm.
Okay. I was 16 when I had my child. Like, excuse me,
It's a
16
lot
when I
of
got pregnant with my child.
it's a lot of people who give it up fast. Like I was in my first relationship off of giving it up on the first date. Like, it was giving so good that I was never able to carry my ass home until we was broke up.
Okay, but think about it though. When you're a woman that also gives it up too fast, you considered a hoe. In my city, they wife up hoes, but they wife up the light skinned hoes. Let's keep it bang, okay?
Press
I'm telling, it's a lot to this.
hard.
Maybe we
We
need to
want you
talk about this on another day.
we're not gonna be able we ain't going we oh Lord, honey, because that's a conversation by itself.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get too much into me, okay? I don't like to bring up the fact that I've never been in a like actual long term or short term, whatever term relationship. Ain't nobody ever been like, yo, I really want you to be my shorty. It's because a lot of them aren't comfortable with my sexuality. They feel like if I cheat or something like that, it's gonna be with someone who is of the trans gay community. Which 9 times out of 10, that's what I prefer anyway. But it's only cis hetero man that like me. I am on a dating site. And there's no women that hit me up. It don't matter how good my pics look. I'm a bad bitch regardless. So like,
But there
and
is
that's my
but
mantra.
law that there is the law of attraction, and I can't help but notice that you do seem a bit because you already gave up a fight, and me letting you talk, you kind of gave up before you started. You know what I mean? And your
And it's
insecurity
like,
and your insecurities are not uncommon. Everybody, the things that you're talking about, a lot of us deal with it, and a lot of it is legitimate too. To be honest, it is kind of, in a lot of ways it is harder when you're a more femme presenting person in the queer community to date other queer people, because it's like the more presenting people, we even have misogyny in our own community. The more masculine presenting people, it's like everybody's going after them. We're all going after them, and we kind of ignoring each other in the process. You know what I
I
mean?
don't. That's
But
the
that's
thing.
a
I
lot of a lot of
don't.
girls. A lot of girls are ignoring you because they are going after the more and even now, even with the more feminine presenting people. And you also have to keep in mind, it's a huge factor. I moved out of my motherfucking small town. I grew up in a small town, but I moved out of my motherfucking small town, honey. And you
My
don't
mama
have to
keeps
move
telling me that.
move to a big city. I'm sure wherever you live, there is somewhere with a larger population and a bigger gay community not too far away.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a band. All right, I'm from Maryland, but I live in North Carolina, in a small city in North Carolina. When I went to Maryland, the amount of responses that I got from men and women were two totally different things. I was like, hold up, pause. You're
And
okay with
in the
me?
South. You in the South and you too far from Atlanta.
Damn. And one of my homeboys just invited me to Atlanta.
It is a real thing. Us the queers who end up being successful, um, we don't usually stay in the small town area. When we in the small town, that's usually when we're older. At least when we're or settled down or married. I could see myself moving back to the Eastern Shore when I'm married or after I'm married to raise a family or something. But at this part in my life, in my prime, while I still have youth, I am not carrying my ass back to Harriet Tubman's hometown on the Eastern Shore, of Maryland.
Right.
No, 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 no.
Well, I do got a couple of other questions for you because I have to exit off of this in a minute because I gotta go get my kids from my mom's house. Um, how old were you when you finally realized the person you were and was okay with it? Not just who you are, but when you were okay with it.
Honestly, it wasn't too long ago. Right before I came on TikTok, was when I truly got to a place where I was comfortable. And I'm glad, looking back, I'm glad that because I pursued, entertainment and stuff when I was younger. And I'm glad that I never really blew up or got discovered, or started getting discovered until now,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm truly comfortable in my skin now. But that really didn't start happening until a couple of years ago. It was, right around turning 30,
Mm-hmm.
right around late 20s, 30s is when I not only realized who I was, but accepted who I was. And
Mm-hmm.
now I think I'm more at a point of just excelling. I'm still on that goal of becoming the best me,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It was a couple of other questions, but I'm a little lit right now, so um I love talking to you, friend. Um, you know, I
You
love
definitely
you.
have to you definitely have to come back. You definitely have to come back. I'm here every Wednesday.
I know. I usually have to work Wednesdays though, but today I was off and I was like, I need to tune in because I'll be listening. I'll be watching while I'm at work, but I can't join because I'm at work or whatnot. But
If you ever miss anything, love, I post everything on my little YouTube channel.
I know. I know. You know how souped up I was when I seen that you followed me back on Instagram? Bitch, my heart dropped. I was like, ah! Mind you, I don't post shit on Instagram. But the
But
people that I love, I will
of course, I was
follow.
gonna follow you back.
You said what?
I recognized you. I knew who you was on there, so of course I was gonna follow you back.
Oh yeah. I'm an asshole though. I don't even know why we mutuals. Cause you be posting good shit. I just be posting bullshit.
Apparently, what you think is bullshit must be some shit that I like, and that's why I decided to follow you, and that's how we ended up being.
Yeah, yeah. You
Or
feel
maybe
me?
sometimes to be honest, sometimes I don't even it's other people who I follow who don't have content on their pages, and it's a lot of people who I follow just because of their comments. Like I know when I go to a video, if you mutuals with somebody or if you follow somebody, when you go to videos you'll see their comments in the top.
Facts. 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 I don't comment too much though. Because I be trying to stay out of shit.
It must
Yep,
it
yep.
must be it must be the content, or it's also some people who I could tell by like their comments on my shit or videos of mine that they like. I'll add them to my mutuals so that they'll be able to see like my private videos and stuff, my
Right.
mutual only videos and shit like that.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, so it's always a reason. It's always a reason. I can always find my people.
Thanks. And I know when you saw my name, I was like, oh shit. She remember me. She
Stop
know me.
playing. Stop playing. I ain't even big. I ain't even big yet, friend. But even when I
You're
get
big
big,
enough. You're big
even
enough.
when I get even when I get big, y'all gonna gag. Cause it's gonna be like, this bitch is still the same bitch.
Always.
Yes, I
Always. That's why I love you so much. Well, look, let me go get my kids though. I love you. Nice talking to you, even though I'm a little lit and I ain't even get out like the shit that I actually want to say because I'm ADHD like a motherfucker. So, you have a good night, love. Okay? Get your views back up with me out of here.
you wild, you wild friend. Talk to you later. Harry, what's going on, Harry? Is you free to come up, Harry? Harry, what has been going on?
Hey, Mr. Mama.
You took your hair out?
Yeah. It'll be back in next week.
Word, honey. I live for you in the extension. You know I live for anything puss, anything femme.
Thank you.
What's going on? What have you been up to this evening?
Nothing. I just not walked in the house not too long ago. Um. So
You outside and about?
no, girl. I work until 7:30, and then I gotta take the bus home. So I didn't get
I,
home till about
I'm
8:45. So I've been in the bed.
it's a shame. I'm definitely not on my grind like I should be. Cause y'all motherfuckers have whole 9 to 5 employment jobs and still put
Mhm.
out more content than I do, bitch.
Not Not really. I probably put out maybe 1 to 2 videos a week. So I don't even be.
But maybe
I,
my algorithm just set up to see every one of your motherfucking videos. Cause I
hey,
feel like
Cosmo.
Dante especially,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
no. Dante put out a lot of videos. I don't know. That's because honestly, I got tired of checking motherfucker. I just like, girl, y'all. If you gonna be dumb, just be dumb. I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah, and the only way we going get numbers, the only way we going to numbers is if we either reading somebody and setting ourselves up for a community guideline violation,
Right,
or really taking the time to be educational. And either way, that type of content takes time. And
right. So I just stick to my little, occasional beauty content. I may make, an educational video here and or there, but other than that, I just be like, chill. Y'all see me on live. I be on live. y'all,
I'm trying to up my live. I need to step up my live game, honey. I'll be always editing YouTube, honey, YouTube videos. I'm trying to get my YouTube numbers up, honey. But
yes.
I've been thinking about hopping on Bigo. Have you ever thought about hopping on Bigo, sis?
It's always chaos on me, girl. I be like, oh no, girl, girl, let me over there reading the girls down. I be like, oh girl. every time I see a clip from Bigo, girl, the girls be reading. The girls, the girls are fighting over on Bigo. I be like, girl, what is it? The girls be tussling. I be like, girl, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna stay over here. Cause
They
who? Cause the way I be wanting to pull up. Cause baby, at this point, y'all might as well just fight. Cause
You
what?
think they don't? Do
I
you
don't
think they
know.
don't? Do
I
you
don't
think
think
they
so.
fighting?
I don't think. I think they be on Bigo just showing out for the cameras.
Well, let me rephrase that. Cherry fights.
Oh no,
And
Cherry fights. Cherry fights. I don't even what? You didn't even have to tell me that. Cherry would get on Bigo and tell you how she fought for it. And yeah,
that will be the video. That will be the whole stream.
I just watched a video about how Cherry beat up some girl because she was giving weird energy. I said, oh no.
Was it the girl Kim Bella when she busted her with a hookah?
Yes. Yes, friend. Oh my God.
Ass, honey, came up out of her section.
Oh my goodness. I said, now she threw the hookah at that girl.
They said one, but only one hit her.
Right. I was like, man, throwing hookah. And the thing about it is, Cherry don't never get kicked out of places. That be the thing. She be doing all of that and still don't be getting kicked out. I'd be like, girl, yes. You better have an influence. You better have an influence this mama. Yeah.
They is nuts over there, but you know, like I have to subdue my ratchet side, honey. On the original Fairy Puss, honey, my original page, honey, I was too ratchet, honey. That's why they shut her the fuck down. But I could go over there on Bigo and get ratchet with the girls. You want to read? Let's talk about reading. They so many. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Girl, the girls be reading down. I'd be like, ooh.
But the shade they be getting coin, and I mean, of course, you can set it up.
I can't hear your audio, friend. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Mm-mm. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. You could set it up to have good moderators and stuff, but that was my cue that I had to go. That was my mother calling me. So I had to. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Trent. Trent been here all night. Hey, Trent. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Peace, love, and blessings. Good night, sis.
Good night.